Hi, good evening. This is Gate Talk with B, and I'm B. Of course, Basha. Just checking in with you guys, making sure you guys are staying encouraged. I know the last time we, chopped it up a little bit, had a little Gate Talk was, Sunday when we introduced relationships and how those relationships are being affected by our past, how we aligning ourselves up to receive the kind of person that we want to, perceive. And of course, are we becoming that person? So we're just making sure that everyone is still out there and, we're still putting ourselves first and putting the alignment into our lives, into our purpose, so we're just going to continue to, encourage that, continue to work on that relationship with yourself. That way that relationship could continue to pour over into your relationship with, your spouse. That's where we last left off. Of course, we'll touch bases, with your children and, different other relationships. But I think this relationship with the manifestation of your significant other, I think it deserves to spend a couple days and marinate on that. I think that's a big topic. I don't think that's something that we can just brush upon, of course, because this could be our future. This could be something that, we manifest into, where we have now that partner that's manifesting with us, Now we have that other half. So it's important that we recognize who God allows us in, who God allowed, to come into your life. Are we going to use that as our, platform to build with someone? Or are we going to continue to handle it like we handle each situation that we did in our past? That's what we spoke on Sunday about, allowing those same characteristics that we feel like, we're ready to give up and, this is not for us. Or some of us just aren't giving love a chance at all, after we've been heartbroken, maybe when we were younger or, in childhood relationships or even adult relationships. Some of us, it only takes once. Unfortunately, I was one of those people that it didn't take once. It took quite some time for me to understand, what kind of man or what kind of significant other that I would want to manifest into my life, So that's why I say it's, we have to dig deep into that. We really got to spend a couple of days and digging deep on that. And that's why I say that meditation, spending 20 minutes for yourself. I'm going to keep saying that to the point where you guys are going to hear 20 minutes and say, that's Gate Talk with B. 20 minutes for yourself, Continue to do that. Continue to build deep into those relationships. And I say that because these podcasts aren't to be rushed. They're not to be, taken as it's a daily talk show. This is life. I want you guys to really take these topics and meditate on them. Really take the time out of your day to meditate on yourself, the relationships you have, the purpose you're going through right now. I posted today, prayer, meditation, healthy eating in at least 3 miles at the sunset or the sunrise. Just those simple steps can align you with the purpose, and that alignment with yourself aligns you to be able to be that person and attract that person that you want, or even if you have that person that you want, to keep that person, keep the alignment great because, even though we could be together with someone, the alignment can sometimes fall short. Sometimes us in a situation or relationships, we grow to be comfortable with one another. We grow to feel as if that person, I know him inside out. I know what he likes to eat. I know what he wears. I know what he's going to do when he get off of work. But are we really understanding and continue to grow into that manifestation with that other half? We have to sit back and tell ourselves that each day I will learn my significant other. Each day I will learn myself. So I can be open to learning my significant other, and that person can be open to learning me. You guys got to continue to put that relationship first. A lot of us, would debate back and forth that, oh, my children are first. And, they are a very big, important part of your life. But, when you're walking in alignment of God, it's man and woman to be the creators of the children. So that relationship with your spouse is important. It comes first. It's the next alignment to God, Whoever that man is, and if you're a woman, he's going to be blessed through God. God's going to bless him to bless you. He is the umbrella to your family. He is the foundation. He is the king. He is the man that will carry the family on his back. So that man that you pick has to be someone that you see as a warrior, as someone that's strong, that can take on a lot, someone that can, is humble, slow to anger, Someone that's all about saving, about foundations, who walks with the word of God in his heart, in his mind. And that's what we have to be big on. Some of us are women of God or men of God, and we're picking spouses or, dating people that are not aligned with our purpose. And we're wondering why they're falling short. We're wondering why we cannot keep their attention. We're wondering why, they're allowing us to go through what we go through. Or even the ones that are growing together and then they grow apart because that person is not aligned with you. That person is not aligned with God. The man has to be first, and then comes the woman. We have to align ourselves. Women, we have to get in place. Get in place to hold our king up. Get in place to support. Put ourselves into positions where we're able to ready to take the fort if needed. So that's why I say all that comes with the manifestation of self. You have to tap into that. Everyone says, oh, I'm a good woman. I'm a good man. I know how to do it. But when you really do it, is the pressure on? Are you really doing it? Or are you going to fall short? Because securing a foundation in the Lord's house with two individuals, that's a big challenge. That's two forces aligning together. That's greatness. That's a dynamic duo that a lot of enemies and energy snatchers in the universe that is, the evil spirits out there, they don't want that union. Because now that's you. Just imagine, you already a force by itself. You're already a powerful being. You're already great within yourself. And you find someone else on the same align as you, the same mind frame, the same like-mindedness, the same meekness, the same manifestation, and they meet you where you are and you meet them where they are. Oh my God. That's beautiful. That's the purpose. That's the being. That's the creating of the beings. Those two energies there are going to create energy, and that energy is going to create energy. So of course, everything possible is going to stop that alignment of you two. So that's why I say you two have to be ready for that, because your relationship is going to be tested in so many ways. Those relationships that prosper with no tests, we know what that's built on. But the ones that can endure the hardship, the up and down, the baggage each other may come with, just the whole idea of love itself, someone who digs deep in their heart for the love, someone who has been hurt just like you, someone who's aligned, who meditates, someone who speaks to the Lord like you, someone who's praying for you as if that's the same way you're praying for them. When you find that within yourself, you're going to find someone the same way, but it has to start with you. Because like I spoke on Sunday, you're going to find someone where you at. And you're going to wonder why you're getting these low lives. And, not to say, put it out there, because like I said, I'm not judgmental, but you're going to wonder why you're getting those kind of men or women. And you're getting them because it's where you are in life. You're not a low life, but you're not at a position to receive the manifestation of a great relationship. And it's not that you don't deserve it, because you deserve it. You do. But you just have to be aligned for it. We all want it. We all want manifestation in our life, whatever it is. But are we aligned for it? Are we setting ourselves up? Are we really spending time with the Lord or with our whoever, our higher being is? Are we really meditating on that? Are we really putting ourselves first? Are we really putting, healthy eating? Are we really, aligning everything with that? Are we putting our all into it? Not just all into a relationship, but all into you to be ready for a relationship. Whatever relationship it is. Like I said, we'll go deeper into, mothers and children and fathers and, different kind of relationships there. But right now I'm solely speaking on as if you're seeking happiness within another individual. It's just something that we all will have to think on. It's something that we have to put our minds to and understand that the universe needs energy. And as the universe needs energy, the alignment of two individuals is what's the purpose. Whatever the two individuals are, whatever you feel like you're connected to, you have to align yourself. But you have to get rid of the baggage of the intimidation of change. Because that person that you want may not be the person that you need. That's a big topic there. Sometimes our type And what we like and what we used to is not even what's aligned for us. So that's why I say we have to be open to understand what we are aligning ourselves up to. Sometimes you got to be ready for that because it's something that's going to hit you and you be like, what? Wait a minute. I didn't know this friendship was going to go this far. Or, I didn't ever see him like that. Or she was just, she's all right. But that becomes that person that's a vessel to you. The vessel next to God. That becomes the next thing to you. That becomes that leader you need. That's that validation that it's like we all got that voice in the back of our head that, we kind of rely on and it teaches us, we go back and forth. But now that voice becomes a being in your life. That voice is now waking up with you every morning, going to bed with you, texting you, calling you throughout the day. Now that voice is now not just you talking to yourself. That voice is that other being encouraging you. That feels great. But we have to be able to continue to pray, manifestate all the will of the Lord and the purpose. And I'm going to say it again, or your higher being. Because I can only speak on who my higher being is, who supports my life, who's the man of my man, who's the center of my relationships, who's the center of all. So like I say, you guys, stay encouraged out there. Continue to, put yourself first. Like I say, it's never too late to start. Whatever it is, it's not too late to start. Start whatever it is. If you want to start a skin regimen every morning, if you want to start a healthy eating, if you want to start working out, if you want to start, meditation, whatever you want to start that, because then after 21 days, it becomes a habit, and that good habit now replaces a bad habit. Now that's where we're beginning to see the manifestation. We're beginning to see the change. We're tapping into, we're understanding the purpose. We're structurizing our life. It's like, you're setting the ingredients up to go ahead and, get the cake, and everyone. And I heard this just earlier. We are like ingredients, the main ingredient to a cake or a baking or whatever you do, cook. We're the main ingredient. Without us, the cake cannot rise. So you can have all these ideas, you can have all these, thoughts, but it's not going to rise if you don't center yourself, if you don't become the main ingredient in your own life. Then you can tap into all the other resources that come with you being you. And like I say, these podcasts are meant for you to be able to come back to, channel it, meditate on it. I do it all the time. I spend time with just thinking. I don't watch TV. It's a shame. I have to even, pull myself to watch maybe a Netflix movie, whenever, I have company in it. I'm in town, But other than that, I'm not watching TV. I feel like any moment that I have to spend quiet, any moment that I have to just sit and just be and can listen to the universe and hear God speak, and hear my next move and ask him to guide me, I use that. And when I use that, I'm able to tap into me. And when I'm able to tap into me, that's when I'm able to tap into someone else. Now I can have that conversation that is needed. Now I can align my heart and my mind and to be committed to someone. But it all starts with us, That's why I say we're going to keep going back and over until we launch. These are pre-launch videos, audios, just to make sure that we are encouraged and aligning. Because once we launch, the greatness is there. June 7th, we can only speak on greatness. We can only channel into what the context is. We'll be moving solely on the energy. These will be live. These are for you to record go back on, meditate on, understand the purpose of the podcast. But this is leading up for you. So as I'm building myself up, you build yourself up so we both can receive the message. We both can understand the purpose of this podcast. But we have to align it. If we don't align ourselves, this will just be another thing that you click on your phone and you listen to. It's like a Facebook ad or a commercial. You hear it, but you don't really hear it. No, I want you to really hear it, really understand that this can be something great